Hello everybody, this is Commander Strain and welcome back to Armoured Warfare. Today's star of the show is Pythius and he's in his M1128MGS. Now you may remember Pythius has actually submitted a couple of replays to me and he's featured I think twice now on this YouTube channel. But I really wanted to show you this game. He had an absolutely outstanding game on it. And does really well in it. But I want you to look at his positioning, the positioning of his team as they set up. So it's on the Cold Strike map. It's a tier 7 / tier 8 game. As I said, Pythius is in his M1128, which I think is fully upgraded. So it is a fairly decent machine, fully upgraded. Stock, it gives a little bit of a problem. I've only recently unlocked mine, and I'm enjoying it. I don't play it every time I log on to Armoured Warfare. Maybe I should play it a little bit more. But I am enjoying it. So let's have a look at where his team are. Wow, hits the rock. I thought it was only me that hits rocks like that. But no, Pythius does it as well. Now, what happens to us all? Oh yeah, let's get back to the game. Let's look at where his team's deploying. We've got a couple of MBTs that are kind of hanging around or slowly deploying out of the captain circle. Challenger 1 pushing up, Leo 2 AV that's in the H5 line. We've got 3 tank destroyers on this hill. Got a BMP3 and a VBL doing some spotting. And there is an M2 Bradley just in front of the tank destroyers, just poking up, trying to get a position to use the ATGMs. Now, enemy team, well, we've got a couple of tanks spotted, but nothing too serious. But we've got Leo 2 A5s that seem to be hanging back, you know, fairly close to the cap circle. You've got one in I8, and you've got one that's decided he may get brave and try and back up the Challenger 1, just moving through the H7 square. Now, as you can see, the M1134 on Pythius' team has taken a significant amount of damage as we were just yakety-yakking on. Pythius sees the tank, shoots, lovely hit on that assaulter. He moves, he takes a return shot from an AMX-10 RCR. So it looks like there's a fair amount of TDs that are going to be Pythius' main opponents here. And it looks like those TDs have really done some damage to the friendly M1134. There's the enemy VBL, so good position, good spotting range for him, but a nice shot from Pythius there. But as you can see, Pythius' VBL is also taking a significantly high amount of return fire. And look on the mini-map on the G8 area, there's a Challenger 1 there. I think one of the 2 A5s went there, and they're just being overrun at the moment by enemy tanks pushing down, and they've been really aggressive there. But back to Pythius, there's another tank destroyer he's just spotted. B1 Centauro, he puts a shot into it. Nice damage there. But you can say that Pythius' Leo 2 AV and M1134 are pushing up and providing great spots. Nice shot there, and Pythius took out the Centauro. So at the moment it's 13-12. Pythius' team are doing okay. I think the MBTs have been very passive, and the enemy team has pushed quite deeply through the city. And there you can see the enemy artillery is focusing on what we shall now name as Tank Destroyer Hill. Lots of shots flying in. There's the enemy I-10 RCR. And that was a lovely shot. The enemy tank disappeared just as he hit. But you can see on the results screen, 555 hit. Well played. Pythius. So Pythius up to 2,500 damage. 1 kill. And he's doing alright. The team are 11 versus 11. What is going to happen next? The Bradley is now pushed up with the VBL onto the hill. The Leo 2 AV ICE has pushed forward. The M1134 was taken out. Oh my god, there's a friendly fire instance. Okay, the friendly Leo 2 A5 has just destroyed a friendly Challenger. What is going on? Now, the Leo 2 A5 is parked on the bridge. Challenger thanks him. Pythius, meanwhile, is taking shots against the enemy Challenger 1 straight across. So getting some great damage in. Superb amounts of damage on the enemy team. And the friendly Leo 2 A5 says, sorry, I'm sleepy. Well, sleepy or not, he stayed on the bridge. But Pythius, meanwhile, is laying some very fast racer fire shells across the enemy team that are pushing across the H7A area. And he's already up to 5,218 damage. But his team are 7-11. So they're 6-11 now. They are so many tanks. 5 tanks down. It is not looking good. It's just like an absolute capitulation in the centre area where there just weren't enough MBTs and support to hold that line. So what's Pythius going to do here? It's a 5-10 situation. Friendly team are pushing up the 0-1 line. Pythius takes another shot there. does a shot into, I think, a T-72A there. Nice damage. More enemy of tanks have been spotted over in the H6 line. And Pythius is now trying to give the Challenger 1 there, the friendly Challenger 1, some fire support. But the Challenger 1 is getting overrun. Pythius is pumping shell after shell into the enemy team. But it is looking pretty hopeless. 7,400 damage now. Another 200 damage and another kill there for Pythius. Takes out a dangerous tier 7 MBT. So now it's 2-9. You can already tell that this is either going to be one of those epic fight backs or it is going to be an absolute defeat. Well, this is not World of Tanks. You don't get wins in 2 versus 9, so you can pretty much be certain that Pythius is going to lose this game. But look at what Pythius is doing. It's now 2-8. He's taken some return fire, but he's up to 7,640 damage. Shooting. He's keeping his gun firing. He's firing, relocating, just moving slightly, changing the angle, making sure he can still get shots in. And he is decimating that T-72A. And now we're in a 1 versus 8 situation. Pythius is up to 8,767 damage. That T-72A is still coming across, trying to get him, but it's now all the case. They know where he is. They know where the shots are coming from. And this Pythius, fantastic. Another shot in a T-72A. Takes a return shell in there. He's on 9,211 damage. It's 1 versus 7. It's on 5 kills. And there we go. Unlucky Pythius. An outstanding last stand, my friend. So let's take a look at the post-game stats. Pythius did 9,358 damage. He got 5 kills, 6 spots, the Ace Tanker, the Iron Star and the Master Gunner awards. 3,397 base reputation. But it shows that there is only so much you can do in Armoured Warfare to carry a game. Looking at Pythius' team, only 4 other players did over 1,000 points of damage. And that's a tier 6, 7 and 8 game. So that is definitely not good. Well played enemy team. They did really well. Pythius, you were the star of the show, my friend. Alas, it was not enough to carry the game to a win. But well played anyway, sir. I really enjoyed watching that. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the battlefield.